Hello again, my name's Gabe Zona. Just read a rather interesting article. I'm going to attach the link. It's on the Deacon Herald, dated Sunday, March the 27th, 2016. And the title is Muslim Americans, Most Important Partners in ISIS Fight, Obama. In a veiled attack on Republican White House hopeful Donald Trump and Ted Cruz, President Barack Obama today described Muslim Americans as the, quote, most important partners, end of quotes, in the fight against ISIS, and asserted that attempts to stigmatize the community should be rejected. Quote, our determination to win the battle against ISIL's hateful and violent propaganda, a distorted view of Islam that aims to radicalize young Muslims to their cause, Obama said in his weekly web and radio address to the nation. Hey, Barry, it isn't an attempt, okay? They're succeeding, so it's not just an attempt. An attempt is when someone tries something and it sort of doesn't happen. This is happening, Barry. Just a little clarification. He goes on to say, in that effort, our most important partners are American Muslims. That's why we have to reject any attempt to stigmatize Muslim Americans and their enormous contributions to our country and our way of life, end of quote. Hey, Barry, do you want to sort of identify some of those enormous contributions? Huh? I mean, they haven't built a refrigerator that I'm aware of. They haven't made a television set that I'm aware of. They haven't made an iPad, an iPod. They haven't made anything. What the hell have they contributed to our country and to our way of life? Can you just give us one example? Huh? Give us one example of what Muslims have contributed to our way of life. Because I can give you thousands of examples of how they've helped to destroy not only our way of life, but the European way of life as well. So, you know, you make statements, but there's no substance behind those statements. You can't. Give me one example of what a Muslim in America has done that you say they've contributed enormous contributions to our country and our way of life. Have you, as a Muslim, contributed to our country? You have damn well pretty much destroyed it. That's what you've done. And that's what you keep doing. He goes on to say, quote, such attempts are contrary to our character, to our values, and to our history as a nation built around the idea of religious freedom. It's not a religion. It's a twisted, evil cult. Not all that different than Mormonism, which is also a cult. It's also counterproductive. It plays right into the hands of terrorists who want to turn us against one another. You have turned us against one another. You were supposed to be the great one to bring us together, and all you have done is divide the blacks from the whites, the whites from the blacks, the rich from the poor from the rich. That's all you've done. Then you go on to say, I am a father. And just like any other parent, the awful images from Brussels draw my thoughts to my own children's safety. You gotta stop with the bullshit, all right? First of all, you're not a father. You want to prove you're a father? Let's do a couple of DNA tests. Subscribe to, I don't know, you can pick. 23andMe is one of them. Huh? Go pick. Show us that you're a father. Show us that there's a genetic connection between you and Malia and Sasha and that freak you're shacked up with the size 11 men's shoes. We will succeed. The terrorists will fail. Really, with your support, they can't help but succeed. That's all you've done is support the terrorists. Anyway, I'll attach the link. You can read the rest of the bullshit that he's spewing. Like I said, show us one example of what Muslim Americans have done to contribute to our country. One example. You can't, because there aren't any.